Right, so this is going to be the boat walkthrough, so I'm just going to show you around very quickly and then we'll get more in depth on things as we go. So this is the rear entrance that leads in from the stern. This is my living area, my fire, my kitchen right behind it. My bedroom with a slightly messy bed with a cat on it looking a bit confused. The bathroom and the entrance out to the front, to the well deck. I'm just about to top up my water, so I'll show you where the water goes in now. There we go. And we've got the hose here, so I'll leave that to fill up for a little while. Okay, and this is the boat from the outside. All the way back to the stern. Right, so we'll start at the back of the boat outside first and we'll work forward and come in and work back. There might be a few cuts here and there. Right, so this is the wheeze hatch where you can access the propeller. And then I'm not going to take this cover fully off because it's only going to be a quick peek. So hold on. That's the engine in the centre, the big blue thing. The box on the left is where my batteries are, and that on the right is my water heater. Okay, and we'll show you. So this is the swan neck that you steer the boat from. This is the diesel tank. These bollards are for mooring. As you can see, I'm tied up to this side. Let's get all this sorted out. Right, so my electrical hookup. Need to get the wire back on. Keep it all tidy. Right, so in here is where I keep my mooring pins, mooring chains, spare bottle of gas. And this is the live gas locker, which I had to repaint this year. Both centre lines. And then there's the body of it. I've repainted little patches of paint that have come off a few times this year, and it looks like I need to do it again. The old boat needs a bit of a wash, to be honest. This is my little roof shed. So at the back there you see me tyre fenders, loads of spare ropes, different lengths, different thicknesses, and a tarp that came with the boat. Don't know what I'd use it for, but it's there. We've got the fenders attached on fender hooks. we've got the boat pole storage that goes under the solar panels. We've got the solar panels themselves. This is the point to put the pump house on, so I can have a clean toilet. And obviously there's mushroom vents all along. I think I've got four mushroom vents. Water's still filling up, which is nice. Right, in here, in this front locker, I just keep a few little bits and bobs really. I keep all my spare water storage. We've got oil, we've got a few tins of paint. It all needs a bit of a reorganise, so please excuse the mess. It's the same with most of the boat, to be honest with you. It's just going to be a quick cut here while I turn myself around. Okay, so this is the front of the boat. We have the stairs leading down. They're a little bit wobbly, and I'll show you why. A couple of found walking sticks. They're not as good as my actual one. My Wyrock HW97 with a Wyrock HW45 on top. All my pellet storage and extra air gun targets and stuff like that. This is my big bag of, well, big box of spray paint now, because I've had a little go at doing the spray paint art. I'll show you how that went in a minute. In here I keep all my spare belts, filters, engine parts, all that kind of stuff is all in there. Keep a couple of spares on board at all times, because you never know. This is just other stuff like me scope box and the HW45 box and loads of other little bits. So here's something that I forgot to mention about this area. This is where the second bed would be. These lips here, there's a little lip on the side. If you lift these cushions up, there's boards. So you'd slide these boards out to be on these lips, and then this would be a second bedroom. I'll move you on to the rest of the video now. Now, we have central heating on board as well, and I don't use it. I much prefer to use the fire. Toilet, shower, washing, Elsan blue for the toilet. And the only real notable thing about the bathroom is, because the plug is lower than the water line, you need a pump for the shower, so that's in there. I don't know how well you can see it. Spare bottle of Elsan, but that just gets it up above the water line and pumps it out. Maybe I should have shown you all the little holes inside of the boat where everything comes out. It didn't really occur to me. Tell you what, we'll go back out and do that. Sorry, cat. Sorry, cat. So that hole down there just by the water line, right here, that's where the shower comes out. I know. Is it? Trying to think. No. This one just here is where the shower comes out. Just here. That one is the bathroom sink. I'm not entirely sure what this one is, because this one's in the bedroom. That might have been where the old pump out was. And then we're right below right by the kitchen. Yeah, there's the kitchen sink outlet there. There we go. Right, so coming back to the interior. This is the bedroom. Instead of curtains or blinds, we've got shutters on both sides. A little bit of something to make the space colourful. Towel storage, miscellaneous. Now underneath the bed, I'll show you from the top because it's easier. This is the pump out tank, just there. Obviously it connects to the back of the toilet, and these are the hoses to pull everything out. Spare little fire extinguisher in there. Got a good few fire extinguishers on board. And I think now seems like a good enough opportunity to show you my first 10 attempts to spray paint art. So these were all done last night, well, yesterday afternoon. So that was my very first attempt. It's got a few imperfections on it. Didn't quite cover it up as well as it could have. Different colour. Tried to go to do a little star, but not being too familiar with the spray paint caused it to drip and ruin it a little bit. I'm quite happy with the way the texture on the actual planets have turned out though. I mean, they look quite nice. And this one, I messed up on the highlighting slightly. I was quite happy with how the little galaxy sort of turned out, but I also like the way that planet's textures have turned out. That feels like it's 2. Yeah. This was another attempt. I really messed up the highlighting on this one, but again I was quite happy with the way the galaxy and the actual planet turned out. This was probably my best, well it was the best out of the first 5 that I did. Got the galaxy quite well. The shading was fine. The what do you call it, highlighting I messed up a little bit on. Took it off a little bit too much on these, but if I hadn't done them, it would have been perfect. This is one that I'm quite proud of. I messed up the stars on it. I had a few big drips of black on it. That's really the main thing that ruined it. All these have stuck together. Maybe should have let them dry a bit longer. Again, quite happy with the total colour. Messed up on the highlights. The star turned out quite well on this one though. This one just, I don't even know what happened, to be honest with you. Everything went wrong and I tried to correct it, but I didn't correct it, so that was a lesson learned. This I think is probably the second best one that I've done. A bit over the top on the highlights again. Stars looking good. Liking all the colours that I used for the galaxy that it's seated in. This one, I didn't mess up on the highlighting as much. Not a bad one. This one, a few big blobs of white paint dripped on when I was doing the highlighting. And this one had a few big black blobs and white blobs as I was trying to correct this ring that was left around the edge because the bowl that I'm using's got a bit of a thick lip. So yeah, that's that. Now moving on further back, we've got a few tins of pellets. The duck hatch, which I think is one of the best features of the boat. Forgive the slight mess in the kitchen. There's the leftovers from last night that I'll be having again tonight. Chicken satay, absolutely beautiful. The blinds, storage, Got an oven with a little bit of chicken in now for lunch. Bins under the sink. This is where I keep me plates. We've got a fridge, obviously. And then this is the cat's eating area, which again is a bit of a mess at the moment because she's messy and I haven't cleaned it up yet. Right, and this is the fire. So these are the air vents on it. Yeah. This gives the whole bottom of it a shake if you want to shake the ashes through. Works really well for keeping the boat nice and warm. Sometimes it's a bit too warm and I have to have the hatch open, even in the dead of winter. This is the wood storage, bit of cat litter. Got a bit too much cat litter on at the moment. More cat litter over there. Here's me computer, my couch. This is something that I haven't shown you. This is a salt gun for killing bugs. Yeah, I'll show you what it does out the window. It's not like it's particularly dangerous or anything. So give it a cock, if I can with one hand. Yeah. And now we've got to bring it back if we can. And this takes care of flies pretty effectively. Yeah, slides fully forward. So that just fires table salt. Only got that a couple of months ago. I wish I had that at the start of my journey this year, because it would have made life really easy. This is where the cat's litter tray usually goes. I've got the lid on it for now because I'm going to be going into these cupboards to show you. So this is my tiller arm that we put on the swan neck that helps with driving the boat. This is me walking stick and a boat pole. Got a few tools and pencils and stuff knocking about. I'm not entirely certain what this white box here does. We've got like an emergency ladder, another spare boat pole, we've got mooring pins, all sorts in there. If you lift that off, that's where the central heating is, the little pump for it. This is the electric cupboard. So all of this is for the electrics. This gives me 240 power, this inverter. This gives me 240 power. Let's get a light on the scene. So yeah, the inverter gives me 240 volt power when I'm out and about. That's my solar converter there, charge controller, isolator. This switches between mains power and the inverter. This is my water heating control, water heater on and off switch. Yeah, not too much more to say about that. And this is the control panel. So this is the heating control. This is the voltmeter. This tells me how much battery I've got left. So at the moment it's quite high because I'm plugged in. We've got like bilge pump, tunnel light, horn, left and right cabin lights, reading lights for the bedroom, extractor fan, voltmeter and sockets, horn, 12 volt socket, shower pump, water pump, tunnel light. Don't know what this one is, this blank one. Yeah, and then obviously this is like the engine light kind of situation, so it's like battery lights, oil temperature uncertain. I'm sure that's just like ignition. That lights up when you switch the boat on. Once it goes off, the engine's warm enough to just start up. And so yeah, that about concludes the boat tour. Sorry if it's a bit messy. Oh, storage under there as well, some storage. Yeah, so sorry if it's a bit messy. I do live in here, so it's never going to be pristine, so I thought now would probably be about the best time to do it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my lantern. I do have electric lights obviously, but I prefer the softer glow of the lantern, so I use the lantern most nights. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's not all that much more to tell you about it, to be honest. So hopefully you've enjoyed. If you want to know any more about anything, ask away. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.